There's a moment that many people know all too well. You meet someone, conversation flows easily, texts come daily, energy feels warm, consistent, alive. And then something changes. Somehow the replies slow down, the tone shifts. Space appears where connection used to live. And in that moment, before anything has actually been said, your mind fills in the silence. You begin to personalize it. You internalize it. And suddenly, you are no longer in the present moment at all. You're back somewhere else, somewhere older, somewhere familiar. Let's talk about what's really happening here. The pain is not created by the communication or the slow communication. The pain is created by what the silence activates inside you. Because when communication shifts, it doesn't just feel like a change in rhythm. It sort of feels like abandonment. And abandonment does not live in adulthood. No, it lives in childhood. It lives in the moments where love felt inconsistent, where attention came and went, where emotional safety felt conditional. So when someone pulls back, even slightly, your nervous system doesn't ask, what's going on? It declares, here we go again. Now, some would describe this as a prison of the mind, a prison built from old emotional memories, from early insecurities and expectations on others to heal wounds they did not create. And this is important to hear. The person in front of you is not causing the pain. They are triggering a belief that already exists. A belief that says, I'm about to be left. A belief that says, I did something wrong. A belief that said, I'm not enough to be chosen. That belief begins running the relationship before the relationship even has a chance to become real. Here's where it gets subtle. When someone carries abandonment wounds, they often don't want a relationship. They want reassurance without interruption. They want consistent communication. They want emotional availability on demand. They want predictable closeness. Not because they're needy, but because unpredictability feels like danger. So when a person naturally shifts their attention because they're human, busy, uncertain, or simply pacing differently, it doesn't register as neutral. It registers as a threat. And the mind says, if you would just stay the same, I would finally feel safe. That's not a relationship expectation. No, that's the inner child asking for stability. From the Seth perspective, here is the deeper truth. Your beliefs create the emotional reality you experience. When you believe connection disappears without warning, your consciousness stays on high alert for signs of loss. You're not reacting to the present moment. You're reacting to a memory pattern. And memories do not exist now. They exist as focus. Freedom does not come from forcing yourself to stop caring. Freedom comes from recognizing when you have left the present moment. So when the communication slows, pause. Instead of asking, what did I do wrong? Ask, what belief just activated? Not to judge it, not to fight it, just to see it. Because awareness loosens the grip. Only awareness can loosen the grip. The moment you realize this is an old fear speaking, not a current truth, you step out of the prison and back into choice. Now here is the most liberating shift of all. No person can provide consistency that heals childhood abandonment. Only self-trust can. Only knowing I remain whole whether someone stays, pauses, or leaves. When you stop asking others to prove your worth, you stop interpreting distance as rejection. And paradoxically, that's when relationships become healthier. That's when they become lighter and more honest. When silence appears, say this internally. I am safe in the present moment. I do not need certainty to be whole. I allow others to be human without abandoning myself. Do not rush into conclusions. Do not fill silence with stories. Let reality speak for itself. If you recognize yourself in this, I want you to know this. You're not broken. You're not too much. And you're not repeating your past because you failed. You're repeating it because it wants to be seen and released. The prison of the mind dissolves the moment you stop mistaking memory for truth. And from that place, connection becomes a choice, not a lifeline. I am Tony Victory, a wolf uncaged. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you to everyone that supported the channel through Buy Me a Coffee. And until the next time, peace. If you found something in this video that sparked a thought, shifted your perspective, or just made you feel more grounded, consider showing some love by buying me a coffee. It helps fuel the channel, keeps the uploads coming, and lets me know that the content matters to you. The link's right below in the description or on my channel banner. No pressure, just appreciation if you're moved to support. And as always, thank you for watching, thank you for listening. I am Tony Victory, a wolf uncaged. Thank you. Peace.